Well, hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Little Axe High School here in Little Axe, Oklahoma, as the Lindsay Leopards are on the road here in Week 6 to take on the Little Axe Indians. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you've joined us here tonight in Little Axe as we get set for another district matchup between the Leopards and the Little Axe Indians. And Glenn will bring you in I think, first things first, let's congratulate the Leopardettes.
Absolutely. Softball team winning 5-3 against the Haskell Lady Haymakers. And so that was a very exciting contest this afternoon, and they will play tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
So first trip to the state tournament ever in fast pitch, and you make it to the semifinals, and you get to take on an old foe in the Washington Lady Warriors.
Yeah, and I think we were talking in the stands amongst ourselves, and I think it's even better when you have a familiar foe, and they played them earlier this year. Washington beat us 2-0, but we didn't throw our number one. So, of course, they didn't throw their number one either. So
right.
We'll kind of see how that plays out tomorrow. But I think it's always better to play a familiar foe. Kind of relax you a little bit, kind of take some of the mystery out of it.
There you go. Well, again, congratulations, and again, that game at 11 o'clock, and I believe we're going to broadcast that here on the radio. We don't get to live stream it, but you'll hear it on 105.1 KBLP, and I guess you and Kevin may be headed up to broadcast that game.
Right, and that's an 11 o'clock start, and it will start at 11 o'clock. They will not start early. In fact, Haskell went out and warmed up, and our leadoff hitter went to the plate, and they sent everybody back because it was 7 more minutes before they could start because the official game time was 1:30, and they were going to start at 1:30. So,
all right. Well, congratulations, Leopardettes. And again, stay tuned. Tell all your friends to be able to pick up that game on FM 105 KBLP tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Probably a little pregame before that. I won't be able to make it up there tomorrow, but Kevin and Glenn will be up there to bring you that game. Let's talk a little about football now as we get set for a Thursday night matchup here in Little Axe. And this is a game that the Little Axe team comes in. They haven't won a game 3 seasons. They're 0-5 this season. It's been a long stretch, and but they come out here every game, thinking that this is going to be the one.
Right.
And so you cannot overlook them.
Right, and that's the biggest challenge and I think that's where Coach Hembry and his philosophies really help, because his main focus has always been, we're going to worry about us.
Right.
And it doesn't matter who we're going to play. We're going to focus on our job and what we're doing, and in a game like this, that really helps.
Well, and Little Axe coming off a game against Frederick last week, lost that one 55-0. Played Community Christian the week before, 39-0 in that game. Had a game against Bethel, 35-0 loss in that game in their last 3. So they haven't scored their last 3. But I tell you, I think probably the excitement down here. Ethan Furman was the head coach down here the last couple of years, and he, of course, is a Washington product. But then he brings in Strode Lanham, who is also a Washington product. Had gone through Moore, been at Bishop McGinnis, and brought him in last season as the offensive coordinator. But Furman got the chance to go back home to Washington, and they got a job with the Warriors, and so they moved Strode Lanham up to the head coach here, and so I know he's excited about that, and I think from what I've read and some of the articles that I picked up out of the Norman transcript, the team seems to be really excited to play for him. The way he coaches, the way he teaches, the kids seem to respond. So I think Strode Lanham is going to make a big difference down here.
Yeah, I do too, and it's not something that's going to turn around overnight. It's going to take time to build some tradition and some discipline and get the ship going in the right direction. And it's a tough go sometimes to get that done, but if you stay diligent and kids buy in, and I think they like this guy and they like playing for him, then good things are going to happen down the road.
Well, speaking of good things, we go back to last Friday night. The Leopards take on the Purcell Dragons in the 28-mile Rumble, and there's the trophy, the first inaugural game of the 28-mile Rumble, goes to the Leopards, 12-7, a hard-fought game. The Leopards rolled up 235 yards of offense against the Dragons, 111 on the ground, 124 through the air, so very balanced. But it was just a defensive battle. I don't know how many I was going to go back and count, and we, of course, getting set up a little bit late and getting on the air here didn't get them done, but how many turnover on downs we had in the second half for the teams trying to get that, trying to make something happen on that fourth down play.
Yeah, Purcell had 4 possessions, as did we. The second half is all. It went really fast. Both teams keeping it on the ground and not a lot of first downs to stop the clock. There were some ball movement. There was some first downs, but the clock kept running, and the 4 possessions that Purcell had, 2 of them ended in register interceptions, and 2 of them ended in turnover on downs.
Yep. So that's again, it was just a hard-fought battle, but hats off to the Leopards. A big win for them, kept them undefeated in district play, so they come in 4-1 tonight, 2-0 in district play. They're now tied for first with the Warriors, who we get to face next Thursday night back at Burford Field on a Thursday night game during fall break. But I think it's a big momentum game for them to pick up that big win against a really, really good Purcell team, and then come in here and kind of get a little bit probably not near as what we're looking forward to, probably as
not as high pressure.
There you go.
It's not as much pressure in this game.
A game but on paper the Leopards should win this game fairly simply. And again, not to take anything away from Little Axe, it's just the way we expect this one to go. At least we hope it goes. So, and I think one more thing is that you won that game last week without Kessler, who's still in the boot here tonight with that ankle injury. So you've got maybe he comes back next week. You don't want to push it to get him there, but the fact that we picked up that win without him last week, I think, was big too.
Yeah, and I think the thing that Coach Hembry loved most coming out of that was he felt like his players really grew up. There was times last year, particularly and even in the Pauls Valley game he mentioned, where things start going awry a little bit, or like in that game where Purcell took the second half kickoff and drove down to the 14-yard line. Sometimes when things are maybe going backwards on you, the team kind of starts doubting or gets out of their norm. And he said he really loved the fact that his team bowed up and said, no, this isn't going to happen. And he felt like they really grew up a lot last Friday night. And that only happens when you play a quality foe like that in a big game. And just great execution on both sides of the ball. It was a fun game to watch.
It was, and of course we had the glitch there at the end of the game, probably at the worst possible time that could have happened. But again, I think it boasts of what the Leopard defense did that night. The Leopards could not get it in, had it first and goal, could not get it in on fourth and goal, turn it over to the Warriors or to the Dragons, and let them get out of the hole. Let them, they got a big pass to Eubank in there, got them out of that deep hole. They got it out near midfield, and it looked like they could drive down the field there with just 3 or 4 minutes left in the game and get something going. And the Leopard defense says no. I thought it was huge that they came up with that stand at that moment to force the Dragons to a fourth down, and ultimately came up with that final interception.
Yeah, and just all around great defense in the secondary. Really played well. They gave up some yards, but they got some big picks at big times. They actually ended up with 3 interceptions because there was a pass at the end of halftime, or right before halftime, Purcell threw into the end zone, and we intercepted that. So 3 interceptions on the night, plus the fact that we were getting pressure on the quarterback and keeping Knowles contained. The rushing game, that was huge as well.
Big time. They held him, I think, unofficially, I think I had him at 80 yards or 85 for the game, which is very, very, very well under his average of what he's capable of doing.
Absolutely. So. If you'd have told Coach Hembry, hey, he's only going to get 85 yards, he'd have been ecstatic.
Exactly.
So great job, and kind of forced them there late in the fourth quarter to kind of go to the passing game, and that's when the big interception happened.
Well, before we go any further in our First National Bank pregame show, we need to take a time out here, say a big thank you to our sponsors that we could not do this without you. So we appreciate very much all of them being on board with us. And my sponsor sheet has vanished in all of our very small space I can find in here. But again, tonight's game brought to you by our presenting sponsor, First National Bank, but also includes the Abiding Home Healthcare of OKC, American Exchange Bank, Bunch and Sexton School Supplies, LLC, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First Baptist Church of Lindsay, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Jake Shortstop, Jerry Tucker, Roustabout Reynolds, Junkin with Janet, also Legacy Roofing and Construction, Legends Pub House and Venue, the Lindsay Church of Christ, the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Lindsay Vision Center, Meat Locker Barbecue, Morris Motorsports, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Rusty's Dispensary, and also included tonight in our sponsors, S&H Tank Services, Sharon's Beauty Shop, Shopper News, Summers Insurance Agency Incorporated, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical and Resource Center, Super C, the United Methodist Church, and Vickers Construction. We're going to send it over to JD. We got some words from those folks. We're back with more and probably starting lineups at kickoff in just a couple of minutes from Little Axe right here on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Welcome back to Little Axe. The Lindsay Leopards and the Little Axe Indians set to do battle here on a Thursday night battle. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake with you here. We've got J.D. Scruggs over on the laptop. Andrew out of place tonight. Kevin Scruggs is running the camera.
Yeah.
So anything going on with camera view, we're going to blame Kevin on.
That's right.
But glad you're with us here tonight as we get set for this matchup. Teams are out on the field. Quickly run across the starters. And for the Little Axe Indians, just based on what they had out there, their skill positions, we'll hit them quickly. At quarterback was number 17, Derek Molenauer. He's a 6'5", 165-pound, a senior. At the running back was number 27, David Ramos. He is a 5'9", 160-pound, a senior. Out at the wideouts, Clifford Maddox, a 6'4", 220-pound senior. Also number 12, Julian Calderon. He's a 5'10", 155-pound senior. Number 18, Landon Roberts. He is just a freshman. And number 25 is Jason Gray Mountain Gross. He's a 5'11", 165-pound junior. And we already mentioned that Strode Lanham, the head coach for the Little Axe Indians. Quickly for the Lindsay Leopards on offense, they'll start this way as we get ready for the offensive line. The number 64 at center is Bo Blankenship. He's a 5'10", 262-pound senior. At left tackle, number 57, Owen Simonton, 5'9", 211, and a senior. At left guard is number 60, Aaron Rivera. He's a 5'9", 231-pound junior. At right tackle, 63, Tommy Cunningham. He's a 5'9", 183-pound senior. And at right guard is number 62, Levi Smith. He's a 5'10", 266-pound junior. At the skill positions, at quarterback will be number 1, Brody Ramming. He's a 6'2", 198-pound junior. At running back, number 8, Jacob Vaughn, 5'8", 198-pound junior. At the wideouts, number 20, Andon Register. He had those 2 picks at defense last week as well. He's a 6'3", 175-pound senior. In place of the injured Bentley Kessler will be number 25. That is Seth Padilla. He's a 6 foot, 191-pound senior. Number 26, Bryce Stubblefield at wide receiver. He's a 5'10", 178-pound junior. And starting at the H-back, number 28, Shane Jones. He's a 6'1", 196-pound junior. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards, Sam Embry. He's assisted by Stephen Merrill, Joe Foster, Jacob Offalter, Caleb Hall, Will Kaufman, and Tom Inman. Indians come in 0-5. The Leopards are 4-1. Coin toss.
The Little Axe Indians won the coin toss and elected to receive. So Lindsay will be kicking off north to south. This is one of the few fields that's actually lined up north to south.
There you go.
So they'll be kicking off to Little Axe going to the south.
And no wind tonight at all, so that won't be a factor at all. Perfect night for football.
Yep.
Ty Ferguson has it teed up for the Leopards. You see what sometimes they go deep, some they go short. This one is going to head toward the far sideline, and it's not going to make it out of bounds. They do get it cut as the number 3, Wyatt April, there to make sure. But Little Axe will start their first possession. Looks like their own 28, 29-yard line. Looks like the 28.
Yep. Yeah. The up player kind of just pointing to the guy in the back, kind of like, you get it.
You get it.
Yeah. So a little scary, but we were hustling as fast as we could. We just couldn't quite get there.
Molinauer will send 3 receivers left. One right, one in the slot left. He's back to pass, rolling to his left. Gets chased out there, and he throws a pick. Stubblefield with the interception, and it's going to be a pick 6.
Yep, threw a little behind him, and Price jumped right in there and picked it and went to the house with it. So great start for the Lindsay Leopards.
Yeah, couldn't ask for that one to be scripted much better. He just threw it, had his receiver open out there, but threw it behind him, and Stubblefield was right there to grab it.
Yep.
So Leopards look like they will go for 2 here as Ramming sets up with trips right, single receiver left is Padilla, Ferguson in the backfield. They'll bring Stubblefield in motion, and he'll be a blocker for Ramming, who's looking for the edge. Now he'll throw it to Stubblefield, and it's in for the 2-point conversion. And the Leopards take a pick 6 to the house on the very first play of the game, and a 2-point conversion. They lead 8-0, 11:43. Still left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to send it back to JD. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back right after this. You're listening to Leopard Football, presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
So a one-play, 17-second pick six, and the Leopards have an 8-0 lead here early, Glenn.
Yeah, great job on defense. Started to get some pressure there. He did roll out. The quarterback did roll out to the left there, Mollenauer, but and he's left-handed, so that's the way he wants to roll. But just threw it a little off, and Price jumped the route, and away he went.
Ferguson again with it teed up for the Leopards. And this one going the same place the previous one did, maybe a little more inside. And again, they'll just grab this one and drop. And so good field position again for the Indians. They'll take over 1st and 10, probably about their own 32 this time. And it looks like that's where they'll put it.
Yep. Good call, Greg.
I tell you, once in a while I'll get those. 11:42 left to go here in the first. Mollenauer brings them back out on the field for the offense. He will send Gray Mountain Gross out wide right. This time they're going to go with a two-back set. Single receiver left, slot right. And hand it off up the middle, big hole, and then get stood up. Register was right there along with, was that April?
That was Ty Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Yep. So
Picked up 3, a couple out to the 34.
yeah, they'll bring up 2nd and 8. They're at the 34-yard line.
Single back set. Twins left, single receiver right. And again, try to go up the middle, and there is nowhere to go for David Ramos.
Yeah, and Ty Ferguson in there grabbed him and threw him down, but great penetration, and he just got a nose for the ball. He just finds that ball and bounced out when the running back tried to bounce out and grabbed him and threw him to the ground for a loss.
Loss back to the 30. It's a loss of 4. Brings up a 3rd down and 12 now. Mollenauer. This time's got Maddox Clifford in the backfield with him. They will send Kirks wide right, have 2 wide receivers right and 3. They ran a fake against CCS a couple of weeks ago and caught CCS off guard, too, on the fake. So the fake punt is nothing new for the Little Axe Indians.
Yeah, and really, they come into this game with nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
So not, you know.
Pull out all the stops.
Yeah, and they executed it well, and we had some guys in position, and that guy was just too big.
Yeah, even the spot order says 9-yard line. It's a 10-yard reception, making it a little more makeable 3rd down now with 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and that looked like the same pass route and same play they ran last time to complete that pass. And so Leopards going to have to find number 18 because he's caught 2 now.
Yeah. This time looking for a hole over that right side. Leopards hold him short. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, that looks like Ethan Childers in there.
And that is
the tackle.
Number 27, David Ramos on the carry. Again, no gain on the play. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3, and I would suspect that Coach Lanham's going to say, yeah, let's still go for it. Right near midfield.
Yeah, and he is. He's sending his offense back out there.
All right, so the Indians are going to go for it. 4th and 3 here.
They do pull Mollenauer out of there. They're going to go, looks like maybe a direct snap here. Is Jack Jasek, Gray Mountain Gross.
Yeah, brought down there by Andon Register. They're 0 for 2, Greg, on 3rd down, but they're 2 for 2 on 4th down. So I think I'm getting their strategy here. Let it get to 4th down and then pick it up.
So they pick up the 1st down on a. It turns out to be what, a 9-10 yard run on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right through the hands though, and Gray Mountain Gross, and then he's still on the field. It's still loose. I think he finally did get it covered up back there, but that loss goes all the way back
Bubble snap and recovered by
to the Little Axe 40-yard line.
Yep.
Jason GG.
That's a huge loss when you were at the Leopard 41. That's a loss of 19 yards.
Yeah, Shane Jones back there tackling for the loss, but errant snaps. We kind of saw that happen in pregame for them. So
this is a long second down now. Nearly 30 yards.
28, I think.
Yeah, 2 minutes on the field. We'll get one off. Trips right, single receiver left. Mollenauer from the shotgun. Throws a stop route out far side of the field and avoids one tackle, but Padilla cleans it up for the Leopards. He'll pick up 4 on that out to the 44-yard line, but this is going to be a long third down and 25.
Yeah. We'll give up that short stuff right there in that situation, I think. Let them have that and then tackle them and set up a long third down for them.
So 3rd and 25 now. They're on 44-yard line. They've got to get to the Leopard 31. Mollenauer again from the shotgun, rolls to his left.
Yep.
Looks out in the flats, got a man there, and again, that is Landon Roberts. Nope, that is number 12 that time. That is Julian Calderon. And Calderon gets to the 49. It's a 5-yard completion, but it's still 4th down and 20 here.
Yeah.
And this one you might see Coach Lanham go, maybe we punt this one.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got their punting team out there.
Yep. Number 66 is in the backfield for the Indians. Thank you.
They've only got 10 players out
Yep.
there. There we go.
Yep.
Now they got 11. 54, who we do not know who is that guy is.
Well, the Leopards do not have anybody back this time. And he will punt it away. Nice, high spiraling punt.
Nice punt.
And takes a huge Indian roll. This one's going to go all the way down to the Leopard's 6-yard line. That was a huge punt by whoever number 66 is.
Yeah.
And the Leopards will get their first offensive possession with 4:21 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They're leading 8-0.
Yeah, if nothing else, they burned a lot of clock right there in that first quarter with that possession. After throwing the pick 6 on the first play of the game, then picked up 2 first downs right there and able to pin Lindsay back deep. So kind of flip some field position here and see what Lindsay's offense has got tonight.
Took over 7 minutes off the clock on that. Trips left for Raming. You got Vaughn in the backfield as a lone setback, and they'll fake it to Vaughn. Raming keeps it himself right up the middle, big hole. He breaks it to the outside. He's at the 25, and he'll be brought down at the 27. But that's the zone read, and the quarterback keeper right up the middle, and Raming picks up 16 yards out to the 27-yard line. Actually, be 21 yards.
Yeah, I'm brought down there by number 11 and number 60. Can't hardly see those jersey numbers.
They'll stay trips left, lone setback, and they'll go to the wide receiver screen, register with blockers in front. And he gets brought down as he crosses the 40 to the 41.
For the Leopards. Carries it out to the Leopards.
So register with a 14-yard reception there.
So first and 10 Leopards.
1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll go quick here. Stubblefield and Register split right. Padilla split left. Vaughn the lone setback. Give it to Vaughn up the middle. Breaks it outside, and he'll get across the 45. And they'll actually mark him right at the 45. 4-yard gain for Jacob Vaughn.
4 yards brings up 2nd and 6 for the Leopards. Under 3 minutes to go.
Leopards not wasting any time here. They'll still stay with Stubblefield and Register split right. Jones at the tight end right. Padilla the lone set receiver left. We've got flags that'll fly, and we may have a false start here.
There is a flag on the play.
So that'll be the first penalty of the game against the Leopards, and of course the pink flags by the officials tonight. As this
False
is
start on the Leopards.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
5-yard
They'll
penalty.
back it up to the 41-yard line, make it now a 2nd down and 11.
2nd and 10 for the Leopards.
Vaughn sprinting right, looking for a place to cut up, and there's no place to go, and they'll trip him up in the backfield for a loss all the way back at the 36-yard line. He'll lose 5 on that play.
Yeah, Maddox Woods, their tackle for loss for the junior. And that'll bring up 3rd and long.
3rd and 15.
So.
Got to get to the 15-yard line, to the 50-yard line, rather.
Yep. Let's see what Coach Foster's dials up here.
I'll send Padilla right, register, and the Stubblefield left. Ramming keeps it himself. Back to pass. He's had Padilla, but great defensive position right there. Number 11 is Kalis Gray Mountain Gross.
Yep.
And the Leopards forced into a 4th down, their first offensive possession, and they're going to have to punt it away here.
Yep.
36-yard line, their first punt of the night.
Yeah, good play call. Just better defense right there by Little Axe, their defensive secondary.
Right, for the Indians is number 18, Landon Roberts.
So ramming back in punt formation. They bring Ryan Horton in motion. Ramming. Knuckleball down the sideline. It goes out of bounds. Not a good punt by Ramming that time. And we'll see where they end up spotting this. Looks like somewhere around the 37-yard line, 36-yard line. Yep. So Little Axe takes over with just exactly 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Leopards leading 8-0.
Yeah, had a lot of leg on that kick. Just kind of kicked it crooked. Kicked it sideways. If he'd have kicked it straight, it might have rolled down there to about the 20.
So Molinauer back in at quarterback. Ramos back at the lone setback. Twins either side. Molinauer from the pistol gives it to Ramos right up the middle, and he'll get to the 39-yard line, so he'll pick up 3 on the play.
Yeah, Priest Williams and Owen Simonton in there on the tackle, grabbed him, but not before he picked up a decent 3-yard gain.
2nd down, 7. Little Axe from their own 39 clock with 1:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Leopards took that very first play of the game on a pick 6, and since then it's been pretty defensive here. Molinauer again from the pistol. And this time, a little confusion. I think Ramos went to the wrong side, and the Leopards can't get him down. It finally get him out of bounds, but he kept spinning out of tackles, and it took 3 or 4 white shirts to finally get him down.
Yeah, White April had a hold of him, and he spun out of that, and finally got out here, and several Leopards, including Shane Jones, were there for the tackle for loss. So.
But a loss of 3 back to really the original line of scrimmage is going to make it 3rd down and 10 now. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
And again, they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down.
They've got Clifford in the backfield. Molinauer's back to pass, looking to his right. He's got a man. And back there, though, to pick it off, Jacob Vaughn, I believe.
Yep.
From his safety spot, that one overthrown, and Vaughn really had the better angle on that one, and he'll have it for the Leopards at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, great find right there. Looking in the backfield and finding the ball and running to the ball and making a great interception right there with 33.8 to go.
That is a First National Bank turnover. $50 donated to Lindsay High School on behalf of Jacob Vaughn for that turnover. So Leopards will have 33 seconds left to go here in the end of the first quarter. See what they do is they get back out on offense now, ramming with Ferguson in the backfield this time. And they'll send Padilla wide right. Give it to Ferguson right up the middle. Bursts it outside. He's got Register in front of him down the sideline. Ferguson at the 45. Finally run out of bounds as he gets into Indian territory.
Yeah, and they tackled him out of bounds. So they're going to tack on 15 yards to that one, I think.
So it looks like he's somewhere around the Little Axe 46 is where he ended up out of bounds.
Let's see what the white hat's going to signal here. Person. Unsportsmanlike. Yep.
So Ferguson with a 29-yard run, but we're going to add a 15-yarder onto the end of that. And this is going to give the Leopards really good position now as they'll move deep into Indian territory at the 32-yard line.
On the Indians' 31-yard line.
Yeah, good run right there by Ty. Just waited for his blockers and then followed Andon. Got some extra yards.
Ramming back to pass, looking down the left side, double covered, and I believe that is Register. Came up with it for the touchdown anyway.
Yes, Andon Register. That guy's been on fire the last 2 weeks. Great catch. Went up between two guys and just out-muscled him and come down with it. Great throw, great ball right there. Put it right on him, and Andon did the rest.
Into the end. That was high point in that one in between two defenders right there. Great job, concentration by Andon on that one. 2-point conversion attempt here for the Leopards. Bring Stubblefield in motion and now flip it to Ferguson. And Ferguson's going to pass it, and he didn't get it high enough. He had Shane Jones open, but just did not throw it high enough, and it's no good.
Yeah.
So 12 seconds left to go. That score took all of, 19 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
We'll keep it here as we'll take a quarter break here in just a second. But the Leopards now with a 14-0 lead over the Little Axe Indians. Again, 12 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah. Great ball, great find, and the Leopards showed they can score in a hurry. And they just got to make sure they don't bite themselves in the foot there. In penalties, I think, on that last drive. Shut them down, got them behind the sticks early, and couldn't really recover and had to punt. But great job by the Leopard offense executing on a really quick strike.
So Ty Ferguson has it teed up.
Number 25, Jason Gray Mountain Gross back for the Indians. Kicked it off for the Leopards is number 2, Ty Ferguson.
14-0 Leopards. And now we're ready.
Yeah, shout out to my daughter and my son-in-law listening for the first time from Moore. And so they are liking and subscribing.
Hey, there you go.
Number 12,
that one fair caught. And the Indians will take over their own, looks like 34-yard line. And still 12 seconds left here to go in the first quarter. Yep. So, yeah, I'm glad they're enjoying the broadcast. Again, check us out on YouTube, KBLP Live.
Yep, YouTube and Facebook.
Molinaro brings them out on the offense with trips. Actually, twins right, slot right, single receiver left from the pistol formation. And run the option, and there's a fumble. It's loose. And it's still loose, and I think Little Axe got it back.
Yeah.
And
that was Shane Jones in there. I think they were trying to run a reverse, and Shane got in there so quick and tackled him before he could even hand it off on the reverse. So
the loss goes all the way back to the 19-yard line, but that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So we'll set it up with a second down and 25 coming up for Little Axe right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
14-0 Leopards as we get ready to start the second quarter. The Leopards took the very first play of the game. Little Axe threw a pick six, and Price Stubblefield took it to the house. And that was a 35-yard or so to the Leopards finally get a touchdown pass in there, 31 yards from ramming to register, and they lead 14-0 here. But Little Axe now faces a 2nd down and 25, their own 19 after that loss. Molinauer out to his left and right through the hands of his intended receiver.
Yeah, that was a good pass right there over the defender, and in the only place that the receiver could get it. But went through his hands, but good ball by the quarterback right there, by Molinauer.
Ball's incomplete, and that's going to bring up a long 3rd down play here deep in your own territory at your own 19.
Mm-hmm.
Actually going to go 4 wide receivers right.
Yep. Wonder what they're going to do, Greg.
Yeah, well,
I think they're going to throw.
Got one left. Back to pass Molinauer. And looking down the fade and jump ball there, but overthrew. Padilla out there. The intended receiver was Landon Roberts. But that one sailed over both of them, and it's going to fall incomplete. That's going to make it now a 4th down and 25. This one may for sure be a punt here.
Yeah.
As
well, especially as well as he punted it last time. He got a good boot off. It looks like Lindsay's going to send somebody back this time.
Yeah, this time Andon Register will go back. He'll still be on the Little Axe side of the 50-yard line, though, as number 66 will stand at his own 10 to punt this one away. Low snap.
Oh, we almost
got there, but this one is, again, a good punt. It takes a huge Little Axe bounce.
Inside the 40.
In Leopard territory, looks like at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, 30. Yep, 37 is where he's going to mark it. So
Leopards take over. It's 11:43 left to go. Here in the first half at their own 37. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemaker with you here. J.D. Scruggs over here on the laptop.
Yep.
Kevin Scruggs running the camera.
Yep, showing some of our fans. I tell you, our stands over there are packed and they're overflowed over onto the berm that's behind the stands there. So a lot of people I see over there came from the softball game and stopped in Norman to eat and came back here, I think.
Vaughn up the middle after they send Stubblefield in motion, and Vaughn will get across the 45 to the 46, be very close to a 1st down, about a yard short.
Yeah, Kalis Gray Mountain Gross right there with the tackle, but not before Vaughn picks up a fast 9 right there.
Got to say thanks to Brianna Miller back at our studios as well. Paige Sutherland programming for us.
Yep, and Rex letting her do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring Stubblefield in motion again. This time they'll flip it to him. He's got blockers in front. He's at the 50, the 45, cuts inside a block, and gets run out of bounds near the 35-yard line in Little Axe territory.
Yeah, it's Maddox Woods out there running him out of bounds. But great run, but we look like we
stepped out maybe at the 40.
We've got illegal use of hands. Where did he throw the flag?
It's right there at the 40-yard line, so they're going to back it up to midfield.
So it'll still be a 1st down.
It will be.
Yep.
And
yep.
So 1st and 10 Leopards right at midfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll still be 1st down.
The ball is spotted at the 50-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Leopards after the 10-yard penalty.
Leopards will stay with the single back set of Jacob Vaughn. Register is split right, along with Stubblefield. Fake it, give it to ramming on the outside. Oh, tripped up. That's a huge stop right there because that one was headed a long way. That's a big trip up right there for Little Axe as ramming got to the Little Axe 44.
Yeah, it looks like Jesus Kirks right there with the tackle, and if he'd have got outside right there, he was gone. So probably a touchdown-saving tackle right there by Kirks.
So 2nd down and 4. And that is the number 12, Ethan Jones, who's going to be split wide right. Twins left, single back set. And we're going to have motion. And I think the Leopards are going to get flagged for another 5-yarder.
Final play, false start on the Leopards.
That'll back them up to the 49, so it'll be a 2nd down and 9 now.
Yeah, these are things that Coach Hembry will be able to talk about at halftime.
Ramming's back to pass, has time, has a man over the middle, is Register, again double covered, and great recovery there to knock that one away. And I got to see who that was, but that was a huge defensive play right there because Register was open for just a moment.
Yeah. 13, Kyler Reese, freshman. Yeah, good ball again. Given Andon a chance to go get it and just couldn't. So brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Yeah, Lindsay's 0 for 1 on 3rd down. They're only their second 3rd down of the half.
Bubble screen for Padilla's got blockers. He's at the 40 as of the 1st down.
Yep. So good execution right there, and Lindsay picks up their 5th first down here of the first half.
So at the Little Axe 34, 1st and 10 Leopards. Again, trips right. Tight end left, ramming back to pass. Same play, opposite side of the field for Stubblefield. And we've got a flag in the backfield, and Stubblefield's going to get it all the way down near the 10-yard line, but we may have a roughing the passer back here.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's going to add on to it. Yep.
Roughing the passer.
It's going to be half the distance to go from the end of the play.
So that was a 24-yard reception there for Stubblefield. Had it to the 10, but this should move it to the 5 on the roughing the passer penalty.
Yep.
And make it a 1st and goal at the 5.
9:24 to go here.
Leopards with a 14-0 lead, looking to add on to that here. Stubblefield and Padilla will be split left. Registers the lone receiver right, Jones at the tight end right, Vaughn the lone setback. They'll work from the pistol for ramming. And Vaughn right up the middle, fumbled it. I think he got back on it. No, Little Axe got it. The Leopards fumble inside the 5, had a 1st and goal and turned it over.
Yeah, couldn't get the number of that guy right there, number 60. That is Chase Gentry. Grabbed him by the shoulder and yanked him around and dislodged the ball. So
at about the 3-yard line with 9:13 to go.
Got him pinned deep.
Mark it at the 2. 1st down, Little Axe. 9:13 left to go here in the first half. Little Axe with a big turnover right there.
Yeah, going in
closer to the 3.
Those are the ones that really hurt is when you're fixing to go in and score.
Molinaire now works from his own end zone. 1st and 10. Leopard defense bringing the pressure, and they're going to get out of the end zone, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I think that was probably Ramos in the backfield. See if we can.
Ball was carried by Ramos.
And.
Yeah, 71.
Maybe a loss. They'll bring up
71. Aiden Scruggs and Wyatt April in there on the tackle, but
basically no gain on the play. In fact, looks like he may have lost half a yard or so.
Lost a yard.
So 2nd and 11 again as Molinaire comes out. Clock runs with 8:35 left to go here in the first half. Molinaire with trips right, single receiver left. Again, the Leopards bring some pressure. He's over the middle, and it's caught. What a catch.
Yeah.
That is number 18, Landon Roberts on the reception, and that's his 4th catch tonight. He's bailed him out several times, and that's a huge reception all the way out to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Andon Register went for it. Just couldn't quite jump high enough and fell right in the arms of Roberts. So 1st down, Little Axe's 3rd first down of this game.
Well, got them out of the hole now. See if they can keep it moving here. If the Leopard defense can come up with a stop. Trips left, single receiver right. Molenauer back to pass. Pressure, and he gets away from it.
Yeah.
Just running him to the sideline, and they'll run him out of bounds over there, and there'll be a loss. That'll go back inside the 25, so really mark him out over there.
Yeah, Aiden Scruggs pushed him out of bounds there for a loss, and a loss of about 6. So big play from the big man right there, running him down. You had Padilla, I believe, was the one that came on the corner blitz and didn't get him. Molenauer was able to step to his left and avoid the contact, but couldn't find a receiver downfield. So great hustle by Aiden Scruggs.
Number 20, Jay Cox in at running back now. Molenauer with trips left, single receiver right, back to pass. Has time and well overthrown that time as his receiver dove out of bounds at the last second there. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 16 now as the clock stops with 7:17 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and they are 0 for 4 so far on 3rd down. This will bring up their 5th 3rd down. And 3rd and long. You got to guard against those deep passes. They've hit a couple of those.
So Molenauer again with Cox in the backfield. He'll go trips right. Single receiver left. 3rd down, 16 to go. And again, the Leopards bring some pressure, flush him out of the pocket. Can they get him down? I think they finally will. The ball's loose. The Leopards got it covered, but there was.
Yeah, I think they got it back. That'll bring up 4th down. So, big 70. 79, Silas Mason.
So it ends up being a 1-yard gain on the fumble, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 15. And I think we're going to see big number 66 back up again in punt formation here.
Yeah, he's punted it well and got good bounces on both of his punts.
Big, huge rolls on the end of them, yes.
Yep.
Register stands just inside the 50 in Leopard territory to wait for this one. Another good high punt. And Register waits for it, and he'll take it at the 42, and that's where the Leopards will take over with 6:42 left to go here in the first half. They lead 14-0.
6:42 to go in the first half.
And they'll put it at the Leopard 41. So if the Leopard offense can get something here before halftime, had it 1st and goal at the 5 and fumbled it. And Little Axe unable to capitalize on that. We'll see if the Leopards now can push it the other way. Padilla and Register will be split left. Tight end right. Single back set. And this is Ferguson. Cuts inside, breaks a tackle, dragging a couple of defenders, and he'll get out to probably the 48-yard line. Pick up a good 6-7 yards on that one.
Yeah, Jesus Kirks again on running down from behind and with the tackle, but good patience right there. Ty runs so hard, but he has a lot of patience waiting on his blocks, and he's so strong he can run through a lot of those arm tackles too.
2nd down and 4. Ramming. The low snap goes through him, and he's just going to have to go back and fall on it. There's going to be a loss back to the 39-yard line, a loss of 8 there on a bad snap.
So bring down with a bad snap, 2nd and.
This will bring up a 3rd down and 12 here.
Leopards. Number 60 for the end is right back there.
So this time Padilla will be split right with Register. Ferguson stays in and running back. We've got Priest Williams in there, number 34. It's tight end right. Shane Jones tight end left. Ramming from the shotgun with Ferguson to his right. Ramming rolled to his right, still looking downfield, and got a wide open Padilla, and he'll grab it and step out of bounds in the vicinity of the Little Axe 45-yard line. In fact, they'll put it right on the 45. That's a huge catch and a first down right there for Seth Padilla.
Yeah, great rollout right there. Get him in space and give him the option of a deep guy or a shorter guy, a mid-range guy. But both guys going for the first down and put it right on the money over the defense. Dropped it right in there to Seth, and good job of catching the ball and getting out of bounds.
Pistol formation this time for Ramming. Give it to Ferguson, and went to make a cut and slipped and fell. And he'll end up losing a couple back to the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a second down and 12.
Yeah, Ty not happy about that. Slipped right there.
So they'll actually bring in a number 32, Dutton Taylor, the freshman, at running back.
Mm-hmm.
We know what he can do.
Yep.
Twins left, 2 tight ends. Slot left, give it to Taylor. Gets around the edge to the 40 and spin move, and we're going to have a hole, I think, out here on the edge as the flag lays at the 45-yard line.
35-yard line.
That's going to back the Leopards up.
Holding on the Leopards.
Yeah, those are those untimely penalties that Coach Emery talked about in his coaches show. That they cut their penalties way down, but it seems like every time they have them, they're very costly. So
that's the 4th penalty on the Leopards, unofficially 30 yards in penalties now. Mm-hmm. Back to their own 45.
Ball spotted at the Leopards 45-yard line. Brings up second.
So second and 20.
Under 5 minutes to go in that.
From the pistol. Ramming. Fakes it. Rolls to his right. He's got Padilla in the flat. Caught and immediately dropped, but gets a huge chunk of that 20 yards back. And it looks like at the 43-yard line of Little Axe.
It looks like Landon Roberts on the tackle.
Got another flag.
What do we got?
So ineligible downfield on the Leopards, and the Leopards, you brought it up a while ago, Glenn, shooting themselves in the foot with the penalties.
Yep.
Their 5th penalty of the half. And this one will take them back
the 42.
To maybe the 42.
I believe so.
So at the 42, second down still.
And 20.
Ramming back to pass. Has all kinds of time. Got register adjusts, and got it. First down and more as he gets to the 20, maybe the 19 of Little Axe.
Yeah, great job of adjusting to the ball and finding the ball and coming back. And again, that was Landon Roberts on the coverage, but good job by him covering, but better job by Andon coming back and getting that first down.
38 yards on the reception for Andon Register. 1st and 10 Leopards. They're now at the Little Axe 19-yard line. They'll stay with the 2 tight ends. Ferguson back in at running back. They'll bring Register in motion from right to left. Give it to Ferguson right up the middle. He's got a blocker. He's at the 5. Drug down from behind. Is thrown forward inside the 10 and very close to a first down.
Tackled at about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, really good job of holding on to the ball right there. Again, grabbed by his jersey and pulled around. And that's where Jacob, that's what happened to Jacob when he fumbled down here on the 5, inside the 5.
So 1st and goal, they give him the first down at the 9-yard line. Now Register and Padilla split left. Ferguson the lone setback, ramming from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, gives it to Padilla. Padilla at the 5, makes a move, gets down to the 3. So 6 yards on the reception for Padilla, be 2nd and goal for the Leopards.
Yeah, Maddox Woods, their defensive back, come up and made the tackle, or Padilla would have stepped into the end zone there.
Got single coverage wide out there on that far side for Register. Maybe a slant right here.
Maybe just throw it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
and instead they're going to run it with Ferguson. A great defensive play again.
Yeah.
That's number 66 who gets in there and tackles Ferguson for a loss back at the 6-yard line. He'll lose 3. And it's now a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, well, Leopards are 2 for 3 on 3rd down, but you really don't want to be 3rd and 7. That's but down here close, it makes it even more difficult.
And Leopards are going to call a timeout with 1:32 left to go here in the half. They lead 14-0. Let's send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout. Come back to Little Axe after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Back here in Little Axe, 1:32 left to go before halftime. The Leopards with a 14-0 lead, but knocking on the door with a 3rd and goal from the Little Axe 6-yard line. Out of the timeout, they'll come back with the 2 tight end look with Williams and Jones. Twins left. Ferguson the lone setback. Ramming. Looking to his left in the end zone, looking for Ramming, and it's tipped away. Looking for Register, and it's tipped away. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal here for the Leopards.
Yeah, had Seth open, but he was keyed in there on Andon, and that would have been a tough play for Andon because Brody throws a hard ball right there, and so it would have been a really good catch if he'd have caught that.
Incomplete, stops the clock with 1:28 to go here before halftime, and the Leopards are going to call another timeout.
Yep.
So let's take another 30-second one with them. We'll come back to Little Axe after this. Live coverage of Leopard football is presented by the First National Bank here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout. The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
Back here in Little Axe, 1:28 left before halftime. Out of the timeout, the Leopards trying to get another one in here before halftime. They'll go with Padilla split left, Register split right. Ferguson the lone setback. Ramming's back to pass. And looks for Register, and it's intercepted in the end zone. And so the Leopards will turn it over. That is number 1, Jesus Kirks on the reception, on the interception rather. And so the Leopards not only did not get a score out of that, but they're going to give Little Axe 1:21 on the clock.
Yeah, and that's twice we've been inside down there close and came away with 0 points.
Agreed.
So
Indians bring it back out. And
ball is spot at the 25-yard line. First and 10 Indians with 1:21 to go in the half.
and it looks like Cox may be in there to take the direct snap here. Oh, it's a bad snap, and he's going to just have to retreat back to the 10.
25 falls on it.
Yeah, you wonder if Lindsay called timeout right there because they're going to be in a throwing down now. I think Lindsay's going to let the clock
let's go here with that 14-0 lead.
For the Indians. We go under a minute here for the half.
Mark the ball at the 13, so a loss of 7 there. So 2nd and 17. Oldenauer back in at quarterback now. They're going to go timeout Little Axe now with 40 seconds left.
Timeout Indians. We're trying to get things together.
See if we can get this one figured out here. Let's take another quick timeout. We'll come back to Little Axe. After this is live coverage of Leopard football. It's presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
One left.
So out of the timeout, the Indians are going to go 4 wide receivers right, 1 left. You reckon they're going to pass?
I think they're going to pass.
2nd down and long from their own 13-yard line. Mollenauer, the wide receiver screen. Oh, and that was actually, I think, going to be a double. That was more of a lateral back there. He was going to look downfield and couldn't complete the initial throw. And it ends up going out of bounds, though.
Yeah, that might have been a double pass right there if he'd have caught that first one. Maybe he was looking to throw before he caught it.
So it goes out of bounds at the 9. It's another loss of 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20-plus here.
Yep, and they are 0 for 5 so far on 3rd down.
27's in the backfield, David Ramos. Ramos is in the backfield with Mollenauer.
Right up the middle for Ramos. He had a hole there for a second, and he goes down hard. And they're going to say he was down before the ball came out there, but so 12-yard line, a gain of 3 for Ramos on that one, and we're going to have another timeout from Little Axe. We're going to try to take another shot here. We'll keep it here for this timeout.
Yeah, that was Andon Register on the stop. Good job right there.
Of course, we normally would have our scores at halftime for other games that's going on tonight, but we don't have any other games in our area going on tonight.
Nope.
They're all tomorrow night.
Yep.
As a programming note, coaches' shows will still run. Our normal pregame will start at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon with our coaches' shows, so make sure you tune in tomorrow afternoon for that. Again, another programming reminder, the Lindsay Leopardette softball team, in case you missed the top of the broadcast, are in the state semifinals. They'll take on the Washington Lady Warriors at 11 o'clock tomorrow at Integris Field, I believe.
Correct.
That's where they'll be up there at Hall of Fame Stadium, and Kevin Scruggs and Glenn are going to go up and bring you that game on the radio. Will not be live streamed, but we'll have the audio broadcast on at 105.1 KBLP, so make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. Good luck, Leopardettes.
Yeah, excited about that.
And Chris in the backfield for the Indians.
So here's a long 4th down, and they're actually
they're
back in
punt.
punt formation. 27 seconds left on the clock. And another huge punt. The Leopards did not have anybody back, and it'll back inside the Leopard 50 to the 48-yard line, and they'll stop it with 14.8 seconds left on the clock, and the Leopards.
Yeah, Leopards will receive the second half kickoff. So let's see if they just take a knee or if they want to take a shot here.
It's hard to say. Take a shot. I mean, you're going to get the ball to start here, but you also know Little Axe knows that. They're going to probably go into more of a prevent here. But the Leopards are going to go with trips right, single receiver left. Vaughn is the lone setback. Back to pass. They'll throw the bubble screen out for Register. He's got blockers down the sidelines. And did he get out of bounds?
No.
No, they're winding the clock.
But
they'll stop it long enough to move the chains. The Leopards trying to hurry up here. They do still have a timeout left. Ramey calls for it with 5 seconds, and now he'll spike it.
Yep.
And so they'll stop it with 3 seconds left on the clock. And again, a nice play for Register as he was all the way down at the 34-yard line of Little Axe on that play. That's a, 18 18-yard reception there for a Register.
Yep.
He is racking up the yards here in the first half.
Leopards led
Twins
by
either side for Ramming. Final play of the half.
deep back to pass.
And they're looking for the fade for Register. No. Had a chance, but it'll fall incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this first half. The Lindsay Leopards with a 14-0 lead. Little Axe not going away. But we are, because it's halftime. We need to take a commercial break. We'll figure up our officially unofficial stats from the first half. We're back with more from Little Axe here on the First National Bank Halftime Show right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard